A retired couple sits down with the tow vehicle they already own and a simple question. Can they get a real bathroom, a real bed, and a real kitchen in a trailer light enough that they're not white-knuckling every hill on the interstate? The surprising answer in 2026 is yes. There are travel trailers on the market right now that have a factory dry weight under 4,000 pounds and still give you a legitimate place to live for a weekend or a month. But there's a catch, and it's the number most people completely ignore when they're shopping. I'm Roadside Randy, helping everyday Americans make smarter decisions about RVs, trucks, and life on the road. Today we're looking at 7 travel trailers that stay under 4,000 pounds dry weight, while still giving you the bathroom, bed, kitchen, and living space that most couples actually want. One clarification before we get into the list, because it matters more than anything else in this video. Under 4,000 pounds dry weight does not mean the trailer weighs under 4,000 pounds once you've loaded it for a trip. That number you'll usually see advertised is dry weight, straight from the factory. No water, no propane, no gear, nothing. What actually matters for towing safely is the GVWR, the maximum loaded weight, and how that number compares to what your specific truck or SUV is rated to pull and to carry. We'll cover both numbers for every trailer on this list because the difference between them is exactly where people get into trouble. Number 7. Scamp 16. If you want to understand just how light a real travel trailer can be, start here. The Scamp 16 is a small fiberglass trailer that's been built in Minnesota since the 1970s, and the standard layout has a dry weight of around 1,900 pounds, with a GVWR of 3,400 pounds and a hitch weight around 200 pounds. Inside, you're not getting a lot of square footage. The interior is about 13 feet long and 6.5 feet wide, but Scamp packs in a genuine kitchenette, a rear bed, and depending on the floor plan you choose, either a corner bathroom with a shower or a simpler wet bath setup. The fiberglass shell can simplify exterior maintenance compared with some conventional travel trailers, although it still requires regular inspection and care. For a retired couple who wants to tow with almost anything, a smaller SUV, a minivan, even some crossovers, the Scamp is about as unintimidating as a real travel trailer gets. The trade-off is space. This is not a trailer for 2 people who want to spread out and relax indoors on a rainy afternoon. It's better suited to couples who spend most of their time outside the trailer and just need a comfortable, dry place to sleep and cook. Who should buy it? Someone who wants the lightest possible tow, doesn't mind a cozy footprint, and plans to be outdoors more than indoors. But if towing light is the priority, wait until you see what a trailer with double the length manages to still keep under 3,500 pounds. Number 6. Airstream Basecamp 16X. Yes, it's an Airstream. And yes, it's genuinely lightweight. The Basecamp 16X carries a base weight, that's Airstream's own term, with LP and batteries included, of about 2,700 pounds and a GVWR of 3,500 pounds, with a hitch weight around 450 pounds. For 2026, the off-road package with the 3-inch lift and all-terrain tires comes standard. The interior is compact. This one sleeps 2. With a combined wet bath and an aluminum L-track cargo floor that's genuinely useful if you want to bring bikes or gear rather than just clothes. The rear hatch swings open for easy loading, which retirees who've had knee or back trouble tend to appreciate more than younger buyers do, since you're not climbing over things to reach storage. The honest downside here is price. You're paying a real premium for the Airstream name and the aluminum body, and the wet bath means your bathroom and shower share the same small space, which some retirees love for the compactness and others find genuinely cramped for daily use. Who should buy it? A couple who wants Airstream build quality and durability, doesn't mind paying for it, and is comfortable with a smaller bathroom in exchange for a trailer that will likely outlast most of its competitors. If you're finding this list useful, consider hitting like, subscribing, and turning on notifications so you catch the next one. It genuinely helps this channel keep making these videos. The next trailer takes a completely different approach. It's built specifically around families, but the layout has something retirees traveling with grandkids will actually appreciate. Number 5. Winnebago Micro Minnie 1800 BH. Now, this one needs an important explanation. The 2026 Micro Minnie 1800 BH has a dry weight of 3,821 pounds, which puts it under our 4,000-pound cutoff, but its GVWR is 5,500 pounds. So this is a lightweight trailer by its factory unloaded weight, not a 4,000-pound or less trailer once it's fully loaded. That distinction is exactly why we spent so much time up front explaining the difference, and this trailer is the clearest example of it on the whole list. Here's what that extra loaded capacity buys you: a genuine front bed, a rear set of bunks, a convertible dinette in the middle, and two separate entry doors, one near the kitchen and one near the bunks. For retirees who travel with grandchildren several times a year, that second door means the kids can come and go without walking through the middle of where the adults are sitting or sleeping. The trade-off is obvious. At 5,500 pounds GVWR, you need a real tow vehicle here, a properly rated half-ton truck or a heavy-duty SUV, not just any crossover. This isn't the trailer for someone whose current vehicle is already stretched thin. Who should buy it? Retirees who host grandkids regularly and want a genuine bunk setup, and who already have or are willing to get a tow vehicle rated to handle the higher GVWR. Number 4. Coachman Clipper 17BH. Coachman builds this one specifically to stay under 3,500 pounds, and the 2026 17BH comes in with a published unloaded vehicle weight of 3,034 pounds and a GVWR of 3,860 pounds. It's built on Coachman's own commitment to always include a real dinette, a furnace, and a roof-mounted air conditioner on this chassis, rather than stripping those out to shave weight the way some ultralight competitors do. The floor plan puts a front bed up top, bunk beds in the rear, and a rear corner bathroom with a genuine tub-style shower surround in between. It sleeps up to 5, which again makes it a strong option for retirees who occasionally travel with grandchildren but don't want a trailer as heavy as the Micro Minnie. The compromise here is refrigerator and storage space. At this weight and length, you're getting a mid-size fridge and modest closet space, fine for a week or two, tighter if you're thinking about extended trips. Who should buy it? A retired couple who wants family flexibility without stepping up to a heavier tow requirement, and who takes shorter trips rather than month-long stays. Quick question for the comments: if you've ever bought a trailer based on the number on the brochure and then been surprised by what it actually weighed loaded up, tell us about it below. You're not the only one, and it might save the next person from the same surprise. But if you're traveling as a couple most of the time and grandkids are the exception rather than the rule, the next trailer drops the bunks entirely and puts everything into making the space work for two people. Number 3. Coachman Clipper 17FQ. This is Coachman's dedicated couples floor plan, and it might be the best all-around value on this entire list. It's built on the same lightweight chassis as the 17BH, but reconfigured entirely around two people traveling together. The 2026 17FQ has a published unloaded vehicle weight of 3,084 pounds and a GVWR of 3,850 pounds, numbers that fit the theme of this video about as well as anything we'll cover. What makes this floor plan stand out is the north-south walk-around queen bed up front, with storage on both sides and overhead, plus a full-width rear bathroom rather than a squeezed-in wet bath. The two-seat dinette in the middle converts into an additional bed if you ever do have a guest, but the trailer is clearly designed with a couple as the primary occupants, not as an afterthought. Coachman itself markets this floor plan as built for a couple looking for the most functional, spacious layout in this weight class. And having gone through the numbers, that's a fair claim. The trade-off, because so much of the interior is dedicated to the bed and bathroom, storage for extended trips is more limited than on a larger trailer. This is comfortable for a week or two, but if you're the type of retiree who wants to be gone for a full season, you'll feel the pinch on closet space eventually. Who should buy it? A couple who travels primarily just the two of them, wants a real walk-around bed instead of a cramped one, and prioritizes bathroom space over maximum storage. Number 2 is where things get genuinely interesting, because this next trailer solves a problem almost every retiree runs into eventually: sleeping arrangements that don't require crawling over each other. Number 2. Forest River R-Pod RP192. The R-Pod line has built a reputation as one of the more thoughtfully designed lightweight trailers on the market, and the RP192 shows why. The current published figures are an unloaded vehicle weight of 3,649 pounds, a GVWR of 4,785 pounds, and a hitch weight of 385 pounds. The standout feature is the front Murphy bed. It folds up into a sofa during the day, which genuinely doubles your usable living space when you're not sleeping. That's a real advantage over trailers, where the bed is a fixed piece of furniture taking up floor space around the clock. The rear bath includes a full shower with real wardrobe storage, and the booth dinette gives you a proper place to eat that isn't also your bed. Our pod also builds in an enclosed underbelly with forced heat, useful if you're the kind of retiree traveling into cooler shoulder season weather in spring or fall, rather than sticking strictly to summer. The downside, converting the Murphy bed back and forth every day, is one more task in your routine that a fixed bed trailer doesn't require. And depending on how you use the space, some owners find the process gets old after the first few weeks. Who should buy it? A couple who wants maximum living space during the day, doesn't mind the daily bed conversion, and appreciates the enclosed underbelly for shoulder season travel. If this list is helping you narrow things down, go ahead and hit like, subscribe, and tap that notification bell so you don't miss what's coming next. Now, the trailer that pulls together the best combination of everything we've talked about so far, without asking you to give up something you'd actually miss. Number 1. Intech Sol Horizon. Every trailer on this list makes you trade something away. The Scamp trades space. The Basecamp trades bathroom size. The Micro Minnie trades tow vehicle requirements. The Sol Horizon is the one that manages to avoid making you feel like you're settling. Dry weight comes in between 3,113 and 3,543 pounds, depending on the build, with a GVWR of exactly 4,000 pounds and a tongue weight between 465 and 495 pounds. That GVWR is worth pausing on. Several trailers on this list, the Micro Minnie and the R-Pod especially, carry a GVWR well north of 4,000 pounds once fully loaded. The Sol Horizon caps out at 4,000 pounds even at maximum load, giving you a much clearer ceiling to work with when matching it to your tow vehicle. But you still need to check your vehicle's payload, hitch rating, axle ratings, and actual tow rating before buying. That ceiling makes the math simpler. It doesn't make the math optional. That leaves real cargo capacity too, in the 525 to 610 pound range, room for actual gear without immediately maxing out your payload. The floor plan puts a real queen bed in the rear, a wet bath in the middle, and a U-shaped dinette up front that seats up to 6 and converts into an oversized bed if needed. What sets it apart is the build quality. This trailer is constructed on a fully welded aluminum cage frame with fiberglass walls over Asdel composite backing, and the panoramic front window genuinely changes how the interior feels, brighter and noticeably larger than the floor plan dimensions would suggest. Intech also includes solid surface countertops, soft-close European-style cabinetry, and a farmhouse-style under-mounted sink as standard. Details that feel more like a small home than a budget trailer. The honest weakness here is price. This is not the least expensive trailer on the list. Intech positions the Sol line as a step above entry-level, lightweight trailers, and you'll pay accordingly. The wet bath, while nicely finished, also means bathroom and shower share the same space, the same trade-off you'll find on the Basecamp. Who should buy it? A retired couple who wants the most complete, well-built experience on this list, is comfortable paying a bit more for quality construction, and doesn't need bunk space for grandkids on a regular basis. So here's the bigger picture. Lightweight travel trailers used to mean giving something up, a real bathroom, decent storage, a bed that wasn't also your couch. That's not really true anymore. The goal was never simply to find the smallest trailer you could tow. It's to find the lightest trailer that still gives you the comfort you actually want on the road. Before you buy any trailer on this list, or any trailer at all, check the actual loaded weight, the GVWR, not just the dry weight in the brochure. Check the hitch weight against what your tow vehicle's hitch is rated for. Check your vehicle's payload capacity, not just its tow rating, since payload is often the number that runs out first. And if you're near the upper end of any of these numbers, a weight distribution hitch is worth asking about before you ever hook up for a real trip. If you could pick one of these 7 for your own retirement travels, which one would you choose? I'd genuinely like to know, and if you already own one of these, tell us what your experience has actually been like. Real ownership stories help everyone else watching make a better decision. And if this video helped you narrow things down, do me a favor, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you catch the next one the moment it drops. It's the best way to support the channel. I'm Roadside Randy, helping everyday Americans make smarter decisions about RVs, trucks, and life on the road. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.